All right? We like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles, our bishops, and honors to all the Akim that push this truth out of sincerity week in and week out. All right? So, basically, the brother was mentioning Canada's in debt, right? And I know they have a central bank. So, you know, the elites, whatever happens to America financially is going to happen to all of those that's linked in that have central banks.
Exactly.
All right?
And just want to bring out the article. It says Canadians still feeling the economic pain despite 3 early rate cuts. This is on September 16, 2024 on Reuters.com. It says Canadian mortgages are largely variable or 5-year fixed. Rents have risen faster than inflation. Canadians were heavily indebted before rate hikes began, and consumers are saving more to keep up with debt payments. So there was even a TikTok recently that I saw about it yesterday, where it's talking about how even Canadians don't even want to pay their bills because of how hard it is economically.
Because of the elites of the 13 banking families, and these other nations were in bed with America, right? Canada is right there. It's northern America, basically on the top. So what happens financially here is going to happen there. What happens financially in these 50 states are going to happen in Canada. Okay? That thick debt, that clay, that debt. All right?
And I tell you that in Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5, it says, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man.
Yeah, the so-called white man, starting with the elites. Yep. They transgress with wine, philosophies, democracy, religion, these ideologies, their law system. All of these things are that wine, that strong drink. Yep. The credit-based system, the real estate system. All of this is built on fraud, and because you got to go into debt to get wealth. Right? That's like it's counterintuitive. All right. So that wine, that's part of that wine.
It says, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine.
The so-called white man transgressed by wine.
He's
breaking the law, transcending sin. That's transgression of the law is sin. And he transgressed by his wine, man. He's a proud man. Starting with the elites of the so-called white man down to the lower level. He transgressed with his wine.
He is a proud man. He doesn't keep it at home.
He's proud. The so-called white man is the most proud, and he don't keep at home. He's in other lands, stirring the people up to revolt, causing havoc, debt, and war, and pillaging and taking resources. That's so-called white man's MO, and bringing his so-called freedom, more of his wine, that democracy. That's more of that wine, man. Giving the women rulership, children could be outspoken, more wine.
Children changing it,
gender changing. When the Lord created you to be a gender, and that gender you ought to be, every time he puts your spirit back in that body, man, you ought to stay the same gender that you are. If you was born a male, you're going to continue to be a male your lifespan when you keep coming back. The Lord is not the author of confusion, and he doesn't change. So you remain, stay in the gender you are. But the so-called white man, he got the Most High, he try to be the Most High and try to change the ordinances and try to so-called correct the Most High's creation when it was perfect to begin with.
who enlarges. Wait, it's not. Yep, let me start from the top.
Okay.
Here also, because he transgressed by wine, he is a common man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges desire as hell, and is as death.
He enlarges desires as hell, and as death. Wherever the so-called white man goes, he creates havoc, death, debt, and confusion. And what did it say? Can't be satisfied?
I was going to get to that. Who enlarges desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
He's as death, man. Because look at all the disasters he causes, man. And he can't be satisfied. He has the world under his feet, and it's not enough. He still want to further oppress, afflict, and also reduce world population. Here he has everything, but that's not enough. Yeah. And then he said it had an article with Kamal.
Yeah, she also wants to push the use the DOJ, which is the Department of Justice, to pretty much ban the freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech and some new tax thing that she's trying to, where it's basically how could I put it? Pending tax and pending profits that haven't been made yet. All right? Or anticipated profits.
And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Yeah, having everybody, all nations, one melting pot, together as one under his new world order. The Lord wanted people to be separate, but he has everyone together, blending in cultures and religions, and there ain't supposed to be no religion. It's supposed to be the Most High laws, and that's it. But there's more things of that nature. Some countries, you get arrested practicing outside of the order of their land. I don't know if that's still the case, because America went around the world policing the world. Went around policing. He doesn't keep at home. He's in other people's business, other nations' business. And them nations get angry, they paint it as terrorists. This is the revival of the Roman Empire, America, NATO, and the EU. They deem anyone against them a terrorist. Well, in the ancient Roman Empire, when you went against the Roman Empire, you was considered a barbarian. The words changed, now it's terrorist. In the ancient Roman Empire, you was considered a barbarian. Now you're considered a terrorist. The words just changed.
So, verse 6. It says, so now all these take up a parable against him, and a taunt and proverb against him.
A taunt and truth. A dark saying and a taunt and truth. The whole world knows that the so-called white man, he's a devil, man, and he lies. They're telling his secrets. The men of the Lord are bringing out the so-called white man's secrets. You have whistleblowers. The whole world knows he gave the world through robbery, war, and fraud. And the whole systems are fraudulent. The world knows this. You have regular people coming out talking about the 3 city-states, which are the 3 unclean spirits like frogs. You know, Washington, London, and the Vatican. Now, the religion aspect is the Vatican, which everything goes under the Vatican, a religious aspect, and also they're the false prophet with the Pope, right? And also is the canon laws dealing with maritime law, UCC. You got DC, the military branch in London, which goes back into the 13 banking families, all right?
All started in Britain.
Yeah. And you got regular civilians talking about that. Yo, go study them 3 aspects. You know? So,
Verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taught and proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
destruction to him that increaseth that which is not his. So-called white man, he gained through increasing that which is not his. Because of unrighteous dealings, riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So so-called white man gained everything through what? Drug trade, slave trade, theft, robbery, fraud, theft, murder. That's so-called white man's MO. And also, he destroyed the earth. He's destroying the earth. To this day, he don't keep the land Sabbath. He keeps drilling for oil everywhere. He keeps digging and excavating. The lands can't get a break. That's why the earth is defiled. The morals in this planet, period.
How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Later, piled debt upon debt. America's trillions of dollars in debt. These other nations are trillion dollars in debt because of the elite, the super elite, 13 banking families. All right? And they're headed by Amalek. They're Amalekites. The chief of Esau. All right?
The water. It says in verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee?
Yeah, so all these nations are going to rise up against you. They're going to shoot their nuclear weapons. There's going to be war before the weapons are shot off. Civil unrest, famine everywhere, starvation, massive. That starvation going to create massive death. All right, people are going to go chaotic out here. It's going to get chaotic. We keep saying it, but it's going to get real harsh out here, man. All right? All you people that have been winning and living good and living well, great. There's going to be a revert. The Lord going to turn the swoop down. So where things going to turn upside down for you, man. All right, take your time. So we heading in a time where it's going to be a great nationwide famine, a global famine. There's going to be a nationwide famine, and it's going to go downhill. It ain't going to. America will not be healed from it.
It says, shall not they rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them.
Yeah, spoil you. Booties meaning to spoil you. All right, you nations are going. America going to be a booty, spoil you, man. The nuclear weapons are going to spoil you because this ain't going to be inhabited anymore. You just going to be desolate. This country going to be desolate. All right.
Got it to where a few weeks ago, they said over 159 countries. Remember that article I sent you? About 159 countries. They were thinking about joining the BRICS. You know?
Yeah, so they about to join Shalom, huh?
There's about over 190 countries in the world.
190 countries. The nations shall hate the whore.
Okay.
The nations are going to hate the whore. Why? Because America spies on them. America doesn't keep its promises. America does treacherous things. America might enable a country's enemies, man. They do backdoor things, man, fraudulent things, man. They sold China a whole bunch of tungsten, fake gold. You know what I mean? America done dropped bombs on different countries, not just on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. All right? America done caused these countries to be in debt, that polluted these people, these nations' mind by bringing their democracy and their freedom over there, and their monetary system, the feminism, more wine. gonna empower a female to make her equal to you or above you. Now listen, the so-called white man, he knows. He deals with numbers. He knows that women outnumber men 30 to 1. And I'm just being nice. I believe the number is higher than that. So there's a zero-sum thing. If you put a woman in power, someone has to lose. It's a trade-off. So if they outnumber men, the majority of them are going to be winning in the school system, the economic system, business, and all that. And it's going to boost up their pride. It's going to break all family households up. It's going to really destroy gender. First and foremost, because I don't need you. She's empowered on all fronts. So she's less inclined to obey her man or stay in order. Because she's view you as an equal, or she could, and if she's not an equal, she believes she could rise up to the statue above you. All right? So that's the so-called white man's a goddamn devil for that, man. The zero sum is a trade-off. Somebody's going to lose if they outnumber. It's a numbers thing with that. The Lord dealing with a few. With an Esau society, the numbers on his side win. In his system, they outnumber us 30 to 1. I'm just using that one. So that means the majority of them are the success rate is gonna favor them.
That sound real quick?
You got it.
This is Sirach 25 and 24. No, Slakia, 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
Give the water no passage. Give these nations no passage, neither a wicked woman to gad abroad. Because you give her all these liberties and freedom, you done made her equal or liberated them, the Rockefellers. They funded that to break the family household with the feminism. All right, and then they got more tax revenue now too.
Yeah, tax both sides.
So you gave her liberty. Now she could leave you and don't lose the kids and all the money. She could come up. So basically, whenever she deemed she want to leave, she could leave. So you gave her liberty to be a whore, do whatever she want. You gave her power. And look at the world now.
Showing you that the waters are talking about the nation. It says in Revelation 17, verse 15, it says, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are people and multitudes
That's
and
right.
nations.
The water of people. It's people. All right. So you giving they providing these nations to be wicked and do whatever they want, except for violate his laws. Because the only reason you violate Esau's laws is because he got everyone. He makes money off the birth certificate. So basically, if you do something, it's defrauding him of getting his just payment from that person. That's when he gets involved. All right. Now, you gave these women authority to move around, walk freely, all type hours, and do whatever she wants. So she gonna be in all kind of manner of things, doing all kind of manner of wickedness, man. You ain't gonna know her damn track record of who she been with. She done ran through hers and niggas before she hit 22. All right? And then the male can't keep guard and rule a household of his daughter. Got it?
This is Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter?
That backsliding daughter is the nation of Israel. Because we consider a woman unto the Most High. All right? So we kept on going backwards, and that's why we got jacked up. That's why we under these nations healed. Because we moved the Most High to his wrath.
It says, for the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, have created a new thing in the earth.
The Lord has the Most High, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. That's God and who the world calls Jesus Christ.
It says a woman shall compass a man.
That new thing in the world, a woman shall compass a man, because in the ancient world, women didn't have power. It's an order of things. We gotta follow the Most High. We gotta follow Yahweh. Yahweh has to follow the Most High. Women and children supposed to follow us. It's an order. That's order. Your body is built off order. Because when things are out of whack, that's when disease comes.
Yes.
So everything has to be in order.
Yes. I got the word for compass. It says to, let's see the definition.
Overthrow, level up, be above, what? Succeed?
Sahab, in the Hebrew, it says to turn about or around or aside or back or towards. Go about around, compass, like a compass.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says encircle.
The circle.
Yeah. Change direction.
Change direction, so they're gonna be in a rulership seat.
Yep.
And whenever women are put in a rulership seat in a society, that empire eventually crumbles.
Yep.
Hey, man, that society crumbles, man, because it's disorder.
That's right.
Things are not in order.
That's right.
When that pressure come about them, they crack.
Yeah, because they wasn't made for that.
They're not made for that.
Like they literally wasn't built for that.
Not
You know what I
built
mean?
for that.
The scriptures talk about how the woman is the weaker vessel.
Exactly.
You know?
That's why you have it to where they even starting to complain on social media about how they can't afford to pay their rent.
Exactly.
They got some of them thinking about selling their ass to the landlord to pay off their rent. And then
Yeah, man. You see, they need help. They need help on a job when they doing strenuous work.
Yeah.
Or when pressure, or when that pressure gets too crazy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They need help. A lot of them be paying a while work at a, or any other development. They might pay a male worker to do the strenuous work of their job if they don't get them to do it for free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My boy was like, yo, I'm tired of helping them. You heard me? They need help, or certain shit ain't getting done.
Yeah.
One time I
They
saw
want your help, but then they got a bad attitude.
I saw a chick put a whole heavy ass compactor bags right in my basement. I'm like, yo, and I did this shit because I'm like, damn, this shit right where I'm at. No one gonna believe that I didn't do this shit. You know what I mean? Because there's no cameras right there. There's a blind spot. So I'm like, yo, and then after I done did it, oh, you moved my stuff? Yeah, I moved this shit.
Yeah.
That shit was like, me moving dead people, man. On top of that work, you know what I mean?
That's right.
But yeah, they need fucking a man's help.
They want a black man, but they hate a black man.
Yeah.
They want a so-called black man, but they hate a black
You
man.
want to be above or equal, or above, but when it comes to the strenuous work, you could do that.
Yeah, you can
All
do
right,
that.
now back to my position. Now.
Yeah.
Oh, when it
just a
comes to
woman.
money, or getting over, or you need resources from a Jake, we not equal then.
Yeah, exactly.
so there's even an article right here saying about how being single is too expensive and stressful, but these women would still rather be alone. It
What a
says
fucking joke.
women would rather accept the single tax than couple up. The single tax, the higher cost that singles pay financially supporting themselves, recently rose to over 7,000 according to Zillow. And this is June 3rd, 2024.
We gotta deal.
But women would still rather be on their own.
And
Yeah,
that's
they
the
rather
problem.
be on it.
Oh, it's like, but that's the problem with these so-called feminists and these single women. What the Lord said is not good for a man to be alone. You know?
Yeah.
So that simultaneously means it's not good for a woman to be alone. You know? A man need a helpmate and a woman need guidance. You know? And you put that together and y'all create children and what y'all creating a family business. But no, a woman, I'm independent. I could do it all on my own. That don't make fucking sense.
Nah.
And you going to get your own nature, and then you looking at the so-called black man like he nothing. Like you despise him. Like it's women that despise girls, females, women that have a family, that stuck with their men even if they being cheated and all that. They call them stupid, but you out here being independent.
And what Apostle Charles said years ago about if a woman makes more money than you, or y'all making the damn near the same amount.
Yeah.
He said something about they're gonna hate you or they're not gonna respect you.
Yeah,
when it comes to those finances.
Yeah.
Like if they're making the same amount or more than you.
Yeah, they making more than you, they're not gonna respect you. That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Because basically now, because she in her heart, she feel like she maintaining him.
Yeah.
Remember the scripture says the woman maintain her husband, she's full of impotence and anger and reproach.
Because she wants to do what the hell she wants. She
Yeah.
wants to go out in public. She wants to follow her, single independent
She
friends.
missing out on something. Or she mad at the dude because she want him to watch the kids while she go out going. No.
Yep.
Once you have children, your party days is over. The thing is about uplifting the children now.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right?
That's a fact.
Or you make that right back to where you can pay for a sitter.
Man is gone.
That's right. That's right.
All right, cut.
She
And the last
she ain't
thing,
lying on that one.
she ain't lying. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah, that's a spirit. You would say that, but she fucking, she a lesbian. She fucking holding her hands with a woman. So you gonna say that, but you really against the black man. Because you probably don't want to procreate.
Yeah.
You got hate for the black man, so now you're dealing with a woman.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And then you gonna get a male toy.
Yeah, basically.
Why don't you just go get a female toy?
You trying to
Because
look
I'm not gonna say more wicked.
see?
Yeah. These other nations know that family is a thing, man. They work in harmony with each other on a larger scale. But the woman, she wanna be a dictator of the damn household.
Yeah.
Until she get her shit rocked. You know what I mean?
I got one more.
In the last days, it's gonna be around us going push, man. Just do what you gotta do. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games with your family and the president.
This is Isaiah 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Yeah, man, these fucking Edomites, their children, and then children too,
Yep.
and women rule over them.
Yep. It says, and women rule over them.
Women rule over them, man.
Yep.
Basically, she wanted to be a god, and she has.
Yep.
And she really doesn't know how to maintain power, man.
Just like Esau.
No, she don't know how to maintain power.
That's why they got a whole fucking cabinet full of damn medicine.
Yeah.
All type of medications from A to damn fucking E. And then at the same time, it's like they need therapists as well. So it's wrong with you right there that these women are really in the wrong position of power.
Esau and Eve is in a joint rulership. And look where the world is going.
Chaos.
Shit. When you get women in a position of power, look what ends up happening to the world.
Family household destroyed.
Abortion rate at a sky high.
Abortion rate sky high.
Yep.
All-time highs.
Yep.
The shit about to bubble.
Yep. Fucking everything.
I would rather have women in a fucking workplace, right? In the office.
Oh, it's because you men or whatever, man. Keep your fucking legs closed in,
Look how
man.
much delays go on in the fucking process of a work course.
Yep. Let me finish this. It says, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
That's right, man. These nations, the so-called white man, calls us an error because we follow his philosophies, man. His ideologies, man. That's what got us in this situation now. We want to monkey see, monkey do. We want to do what they do because we think we missing out on something.
Right. It says
they wickedness all shiny and glittery, man. Yay! They got the parades, yay! They got all of this shit, yay! You know what I mean? And our people want to be a part of it. We want to be a part of the action.
It says, and destroy the way of thy paths.
It's going to destroy the way of our path. Christmas. Oh, it's for the kids. It's a damn lie, though.
Yep.
They can't even break down the whole thing of Christmas.
Yep.
They don't even know how Santa Claus, the so-called Santa Claus, got his fucking red coat.
Shit, I don't know. You gonna break that down?
Coca-Cola.
Oh, wow.
That's how he fucking got the red coat. Coca-Cola.
Oh, when they
He had the green joint. Coca-Cola came in with the red thing. Then Santa Claus, Satan, got the red coat.
Oh, yeah.
And Coca-Cola used to have cocaine in their products.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? Yo, look, man, people worshiping things don't know what the bells on the Christmas tree represent. Christmas tree. Jeremiah's 10th chapter breaks it down what it is. And that the bells and different color bells on the Christmas tree have different meanings. It could go to sun worship, star worship, the different planets. That's why certain Christmas trees have different color bells and ornaments on it. Then the Nimrod thing and represent his rod, and thinking Nimrod gonna come and kill them if they don't leave a gift under the tree, man. And then Saint Nick, he was a Jake, giving gifts. Man, they don't know. I don't know 100 everything, but I get the logistics, certain things of it, but they don't totally know nothing. Oh, it's for the kids. Oh, I got kids. That's
for the kids.
You teach them a lot. And then what happens if you can't afford to give them the gifts?
Yeah. And then even with that, with the holiday, it ain't for the kids, it's for you. You get what I'm saying? Because now look.
Making noise, man. They got a toy set. They get the job. Man, I know some brothers have the job, but I ain't talking about them. I'm just talking about the neighborhood people. Oh, they got a nice little toy. Let me just make noise.
Right.
You just make noise, man, like a little fucking child.
Going back to these so-called holidays, it ain't for the kids. It's really for them. And they personal, you know, because even with the children, for them to feel good. And then you put all the pressure on the children. You know what I mean? So now they children going to school. Imagine a child that ain't getting up for Christmas. You know, left out here, that child gonna feel and all that.
Yeah.
Now,
but if you broke it down and that child, this is all bullshit.
Exactly.
And this and that, and I'll just ask why.
Yeah.
Then I know.
And then they wouldn't care. And all that pressure on them, they could just be regular.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah, but now.
It's some gay shit.
Yeah.
I could just talk shit about it.
Exactly. But you put all the pressure on the children.
I'm glad I ain't getting nothing.
Exactly. Now children are going to, you got the parents putting mad birthdays, putting mad pressure on their children. The kids don't even know. Like, you got big ass parties. They don't know
shit for Hanukkah or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
My children know. I mean, to the best of my ability, they know.
Yeah.
I mean, birthdays, holidays.
And then
you know, they family members gonna still throw that in there, but for the most part, listen, Santa Claus is fake.
And then it's like, now you got a double time, and you gotta let them know when you go to school, they gonna try to put that wine on you.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta basically prepare them for the shit they gotta deal with.
Yep.
So you doubling the load of what you gotta do, huh?
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
One thing about Christmas and one of the other holidays is that a lot of people don't understand that also sets you up to your job and makes you broke.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And the nations are angry. You pushing that the philosophies on them other nations.
Yep.
They coming over here, like the women could be they head covered in different lands, and they come over here. A lot of them get corrupted.
That's why you got a lot of kids in these first world countries, like mainly in America. They're very ungrateful.
Yeah.
You know, spoiled. Yeah. They think it's all about them. They got that main character syndrome.
Yeah, exactly.
You got Esau smiling, walking by.
She make them fucking what's that word? Narcissists.
Yeah.
You make the children narcissists.
Because they all about themselves. Shalom, huh?
Shalom.
You got any scripture, you could bring it out, all right?
That's it.
Yeah, so, yep. That wine, man. That wine is spread it. And the nations are angry.
I get Jeremiah 10 speaking, mother.
All right, come.
It says, hear ye the word which the Lord spaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
The house of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Israel is a people before it's a place. We're basically, we're outcasts. Our land was taken from us.
It says, thus said the Lord, Yahweh, or Yahweh Shah.
That's the Most High and the Most High's Son.
It says, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. Don't be in his philosophies, his religions, and his ideologies.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
We're not dismayed at the signs of heaven. The stargazing and all of that.
Right.
We know the Lord created all of that.
That's right. For the heathen are dismayed.
They're
at them.
dismayed at the signs at the heavens, the constellations. They even worship them.
It says,
Your law of attraction goes back to that star and sun worship on a deeper level.
it says, for the customs of the people are vain.
They're unprofitable, useless, man. It leads to your destruction.
Yep.
That's why people went into captivity multiple times, disobeying the Most High Lord. And these nations got a one-up on us.
That's right. It says, for the customs of the people are vain, for one cut of a tree out
The custom of the people are vain, and one cut of a tree out.
of the forest.
That's an evergreen tree, man. That's talking about that demonic ass Christmas tree and that Christmas holiday. That's spoken of in Jeremiah, the 10th chapter. They cut a tree out. Now they might get a fake ass tree, or they might buy the real one. Go ahead.
It says, the work of the hand.
And that tree, when you cut it out, it could be for all year round. Yeah, here you go. Go ahead.
It says the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
Yeah, it's a work of man's hands with an axe. So that tree is not an actual God or power.
It says they deck it with silver.
They deck it with silver, them ornaments.
Yep.
Now they got the green bells, the red, the gold, the silver.
Graffiti.
What's that?
That's
Yep,
the
the
shit that you-
graffiti, all that shit. They put a star, angel, whatever,
star, yeah.
some gay shit on top of it.
Yep. It says they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails.
They fasten it with nails. Now you might have the tripod thing that lets the tree stand erect. And it's symbolic to Nimrod's rod.
It says, and with hammers, and in it that it move not.
That it moves not. Here, these people, in the ancient world, they were scared of the spirit of Nimrod or whatever. Go ahead.
It says they are upright as the palm tree,
They
but
upright
speak
just
not.
like a palm tree, but it don't speak. It doesn't have an animated spirit in it, man. It's lifeless.
Yeah, that's what the Lord said is vain. You doing all that for fucking nothing.
For nothing.
Hold on, let me finish up. It says they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born.
Born, man. Somebody has to carry it. They don't even move on its own.
Because they cannot go.
Because they're not go. But yet our people caught in this Christmas bullshit. Let's talk about that Christmas tree.
Yep. It says, be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil.
Be not afraid. They thought Nimrod's spirit would come in and kill them or whatever, man. Foolishness.
It says, neither us.
So Christmas is a lie and satanic.
That's right. And another. Hold on. It says, but they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good.
Neither also is it in them to do good. So this chapter is breaking down the Christmas tree in the Bible. So your reverend might say, yo, yeah, happy holidays and all that. Why they don't break that down in this church?
Exactly.
And then in school, and in public school or whatever, don't they have a Christmas tree?
Some schools, yeah.
Some of them?
Yeah, depending on the school, yeah, they
Yeah,
definitely don't have a
look at
Christmas
that
tree.
bullshit,
They
man.
give out gifts.
Bunch of bullshit. Bullshit. And though we be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge. Because the curse is actually wishing harm on someone, not foul language.
Got one right. There's an article.
So once again, Christmas and that Christmas tree is bullshit.
That's right.
It says 33% of holiday shoppers plan to spend less this year. This is September 9th.
They plan to spend less than shit. Times is hard.
Yep.
Not enough duckies to go
Can't
around.
keep the holiday spirit like you used to.
The holiday spirit is not like it used to be.
You know, they're gonna force it.
They forcing it, yo. They forcing it with
They're gonna
everything,
spend their
man.
last checks and all that for the kids.
For the
And
children.
their tree might get burnt.
Yeah.
They're trying to set that shit up over there.
Exactly.
Or they just
Should
might
have
get
known,
robbed.
should have known something when Toys R Us was done.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Toys R Us got out of business.
Radio Shack, great clothes.
Radio Shack went back.
Yeah, that was that shit.
Huh? Radio Shack went back like car seats, man. We're way back.
Yeah, that's what I was
Circuit
thinking.
City, yeah, I forgot about that.
Circuit City, Circuit City, right?
That shit is long gone.
Yeah. America gonna be long gone. These stores are gonna be shut closed soon, man.
All turned to nuclear waste.
You brothers been in Rockaway before. How does a fucking hospital that's been around before I was born go under?
Rockaway Hospital's done?
Nah, Peninsula Hospital. Because of the Karzar was on the board. I believe he was a Karzar, yep. He was on the board and he frauded 10, 12 million. And he was also part of Kings County Hospital and Jamaica Hospital.
I was born in Jamaica Hospital.
See?
That's a corrupt ass hospital.
So continuing on, it says, bringing out the bullet point, citing continued inflation and high interest rate, 32% of consumers say they will spend less this year on holiday shopping than in 2023.
Then in 2023, so it's
report from Bankrate.
yeah, man, times is hard, man. Them game console systems and all that is a lot. People want to keep up with the Joneses. And the bars raised for these children now, man, in these schools, man. Now, remember it was Jordans and all that, and Yeezys and shit. Expensive shit.
Just 24% of shoppers surveyed.
I was one of them assholes that had like expensive shit, but I had side hustles and shit. That's how I was getting my shit at hospital. You know what I mean? So, and I was able to get a lot of nice things. Should have fucking just racked up on gold coins and shit and put it in a safe or whatever. Or somewhere else, because motherfuckers probably would stole the whole fucking thing. So I got some crazy people on me. I want to keep talking.
Just 24% of shoppers surveyed said they would spend more this holiday season, while 40% will spend about the same. Nearly a quarter of shoppers said
that
shopping will stress their budget.
Because that thick debt and that inflation. Because they keep printing beyond the gross national product and that fiat banking system, the and fractional reserve lending. So you basically on a hamster wheel trying to keep up with the money, and you can't. The more that shit going, it's like electricity. That's how your flip gotta be with your money. We all can't do that shit. We all might know how to do it, but we don't have time.
It said the survey of 2,300 U.S. adults both found that older generations tend to be more stressed about holiday spending, led by Gen X at 34%.
That Gen X, the Generation X is like after the what's millennials, right?
No, before that.
That's like after the millennials. That's like people that was born in the 90s or something.
I think 97.
97 or whatever.
I think so.
Or 2000.
Generation X?
Yeah. No. Oh, that is that before?
That's before millennials.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Followed by millennials, 29%.
Oh, okay. I mix it up. So
and boomers, which is the oldest,
Yeah, that's the Vietnam people, right?
World War II.
World War II, right?
Gen X is the older, yeah. 65.
Boomers 25% and Gen Z 21%.
Gen Z is 97 and up. Millennials is like what?
Fortunately,
like 81, 81, right? That's the cutoff, right? 81 for the millennials, right?
No. For Gen X is 80.
Not for the millennials.
Millennials? Yeah, between early 1980s and the mid 1990s. So early 2000s.
Yeah, so see?
Born between 1981 and 1986.
Look, man.
Let me
You know what I mean? Money is crazy, yo.
And on top of it, not only that inflation going crazy, but you got it to where not only just regular citizens, like,
The water for the water.
like mostly Jake suffering to find, certain jobs and things of that nature, but you even have it to where Esau complained. I saw a video about Esau on social media talking about how this is a Edomite man, by the way, probably might be, maybe a Gen Y or a millennial, but he was going as far as saying about how it's so hard for him to find a job, and even his daughter has it hard to find a job too. And the crazy thing is, it's
And
like
it's not, and that's strategically done.
it's like there's a lot of ghost jobs he mentioned that he tried to apply for, and one of the companies had told his daughter that she had an interview to attend, and then she went and then basically told her that there was no interview hosted for that particular day. And he was basically complaining about how there's a lot of inconvenience going on with the job market. So it goes to show you right there that goes to show you that we approaching the end, because even Esau's struggling and he's complaining about shit that's going on in his society.
Yeah. So basically, all that's engineered to be that way. Because the so-called white man's a goddamn devil. He will even oppress his own people too. The law of his own people, he say, is goyim. If you're not part of the 13, those 13 families, they not only enslaved the world, but they took out other sovereigns that wasn't with them. They took out the Tsar of Russia, the second Tsar of Russia. They took out all the elites that wasn't with them on the Titanic. John Jacob Astor and some others that was up there that was on that shit.
One of the czars that they tried to take out was through the whole Bolshevik revolution. I'm not mistaken.
See what I mean? They murdered because the first Tsar, I think his father, was it? His father teamed up with Lincoln. His father was going to team up with Abraham Lincoln. See what I mean?
Yeah, that was the last one.
The last one, they murdered him and his family together, right?
Jakes too, the whole child got him.
Yeah.
He got the body there.
They had to get the competition out.
Says
Last sovereign, another dude, Jonathan May, you don't hear about him. He joined up with the Hunt brothers. Those was like the Bill Gates of the 80s. The Hunt brothers. They said they cornered the silver and gold market, the Hunt brothers, governed the colonies, and because they were going to issue their own money. Because Texas basically, they could succeed from the Union every 2 years because they was voted in by, I think it's treaty, it's by treaty or something. So if they can lead a union, if they could print their own money, if they could back it with something, succeed from it. So they was going to issue, they was going to do away with they was challenging the bankers, and they was going and they had the Shah of Iran with them too. So, and this dude Jonathan May, he had money going back to one of them Rexes, one of them kings of England or some shit. He had resources, minerals, all that, gold and silver, and he didn't have no birth certificate or none of that. He was outside of that. They illegally put him in Terre Haute, Indiana, that federal prison. They illegally tried him, man, because you wasn't supposed to try him like one of us. He don't got a birth certificate or social security card. He a sovereign. So they did some bullshit to him. They probably, I try to see where he at now. I think they killed him in jail or something. You got it.
Yes, Habakkuk. Habakkuk 2 and 5.
You gotta take your time, so.
I got it right here. Yeah. This is Habakkuk 2 and verse, I'm gonna start at 6. Shall not these take up a parable against them and a taunting proverb?
Yeah, a parable of dark sand and a taunting truth. Everyone knows the so-called white man starting with the least of them are the devil and the biggest people that commit fraud and theft.
It says, and a taunting proverb against them, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his.
So-called white man increase that which is not his through rape, robbery, and murder.
It says, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Thick clay, that's debt. What creates debt? Central banks, fractional reserve banking. That's what creates debt. Because it's not real money, it's not backed by gold and silver. So eventually all this shit is designed to collapse. Proof? Read a book called Modern Money Mechanics. Modern Money Mechanics and oh damn it, my phone is recorded. It's another book I found out about.
Modern Money Mechanics.
For Modern Money Mechanics, that's that one that goes into that.
I'm gonna bring up this picture. It said, Ecclesiastes, Sirach chapter 10, verse.
And all of these elite bankers, the banks that's able to do that fractional reserve, it's illegal. It's called a joint stock trust. It's called a joint stock trust. You don't even see that word no more. It's a certain document I have. I gotta find it. I got it on a flash drive, multiple flash drives, but it's called a joint stock trust when they do that fractional reserve banking. You don't even see that word no more, joint stock trust. And the reason why these certain banks could do it, they grandfathered in. The lease had it grandfathered in law where they can do it because they grandfathered in before the law passed, but no one else can do it. So if you started your own, I'm just making something up. Y'all started your own bank, y'all can't do the same banking practices, fractional reserve banking, because you're not grandfathered in. The Chase banks can do it.
That's why they had that film. There was a scene in Rothschild film.
House of Rothschild?
Yeah, 1934.
And they saw that scene where the father pretty much told his sons, you're, one of own banks and only, do business amongst each other. So
Yeah.
that makes it pretty much, guarantee alone.
Yeah.
The opulence of other people fighting, clamoring against each other, fighting for,
You assume the position of power, people soon give it to you.
So Sirach chapter 10, verse 3, it says, and a wise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority.
A wise king?
Unwise.
An unwise king destroys people. And the unwise kings are the 13 banking families. They're kings. They're kings and the world don't know they're kings. They downplay their wealth. They might say they're only worth 300 million when they actually worth fucking trillions. One person might be worth 500 trillion. The true wealthy, they downplay their wealth, man. They don't show. They wear some bullshit. They might wear a suit, but it looks like nothing. Yeah, man, because they want the front man, the attention on them. You know what I mean?
I was watching like some cat on Instagram. He's like wealthy, like, yo, how do you get your riches? What's the most you made in a year?
Oh yeah.
You know that guy. And one dude, he went up to them. He said, I'm gonna just tell you this, man. The rich, he said, they are loud. The wealthy whisper. You know?
Yeah.
That's quiet money.
Quiet wealth.
The billionaires, they quiet. We ain't gonna know.
They might have a watch on that's 30 million, but it don't look like it. A $500 t-shirt. Zuckerberg known for doing that. He got some, it look like it's bleached out or whatever. It's been washed. But this t-shirt, $500.
Psalm 64:1. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
Yeah. So preserve my life from fear of the enemy because these elites, man. That's a prophet praying to the Lord. Because these elites, they're the enemy and they move in secret.
Verse 2 says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
What is the secret counsel of the wicked? The elites, the 13 banker families, and the lesser luminaries. Skull and Bones. A lot of them came in Yale, Oxford, and all that. And then you got a lot of elites coming through naval intelligence. You know, naval intelligence is a breeding ground for them elites because you gotta be smart to get in naval intelligence, pass those exams. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
And really, they're smart as being a serpent. I mean, being shrewd, being a demon. You know, demon, the etymology of demon, it means intelligent. So to be on the left hand side, so to be a high level demon, you gotta be very intelligent.
A dragon.
Yeah, you gotta have that dragon-like wisdom. You know? Because they got foresight, they see through the dark on the left hand side. You know? That's that secret council of the wicked. You got the UN summit is coming up.
Yeah.
You got the World Economic Forums. You got that thing out of London. That they the main cause of social engineering. What's the name of them? Fuck. Nah, it's a certain name. They the masters of that engineering. So like for example, you said how Jake was wearing long t-shirts in the 90s and now it's up to head. It's because of them.
Yeah.
You know? Tavistock Institute. Look into that. Them warlocks, the Tavistock Institute. They the masters of social engineering.
Yep.
The shit that you see on your TV and that, like they clone Tyrone, it's because of them, and they based that way in London.
Yeah.
Them demons, man.
Yep.
It's levels to Esau, man. You got Amalek, they the finances, you got the Russians. There's different tribes of Esau. You got the Germans, the Temanites.
Yeah. They the engineers.
They're the ones with the NASA.
Yeah.
NASA science.
It says right here in Genesis 25 and 27, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
Oh, he was cunning.
Yep.
Cunning.
Esau. Oh, you got it.
No, you got it.
Esau's a cunning hunter. And Esau, the progenitor of you Caucasians. Esau wasted away his pigmentation. He doesn't have melanin. His melanocytes don't secrete melanin.
It says, Psalms 10, verse 2, the wicked and his pride go persecute the poor.
The wicked and his pride persecute the poor. First and foremost, who the poor? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They're the poor.
Says that to be taken into the vices that they have imagined.
Yeah, so your devices, your schemes, keep us impoverished and slaves in prison and put us to death. That's your whole thing, to do away with the nation of Israel. Your New World Order is to exterminate like 98% of us.
And verse 3, for the wicked boasteth of his heart desire.
That's right, he does, man. This New World Order, he believes he's about to achieve that. He's going to max out on that.
And blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth.
That's right, the covetous?
Yeah, covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth.
Okay, yeah, so the Lord hates. Abhor meaning hate, despise. The Lord hates and despises them. And he hates Esau, especially a leader of them. They know. And that's why they go hard against us. That's why they have the puppet of our people, the puppets of our people. Yo, if they believe that we don't have any wisdom, why wouldn't they tell these so-called athletes or whatever, don't help your people. Don't help them. Because they know that you have smart Jakes that could flip that money and move up. They don't want that. The Lord put the curses, but the Lord have them acting it out. They can't have that. You know what I mean?
That's why one time, even with coming to the music industry, it was a positive thing at one point.
Even a wicked ass drug dealer, he doesn't want to keep doing that. He want to transition out of that shit.
Yeah. But the thing is that when it's coming to Esau on the top, it's like they want to fund you, but at the same time, it's like they want you to give your own people, certain crumbs. They don't want you to put everybody on.
Certain crumbs. And they know that, like with these drug dealers, they're operating like fucking Fortune 500 companies. They're actually selling a product. It's a legal product, and they moving that shit. It takes strategy. How I'm not glorifying, I'm just saying how them Black Mafia families, Big Meech and all of them, how they structured all of that shit. The ingenuity of that, the logistics of moving that product from this state to that state and all that. And they billionaires. They made more than that 250 million. That operation, they've been operating like crazy. It takes a skill set to do that. So given the same opportunities, if it was a different product, they would have been as equally successful with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making excuses for them. I'm just saying. They was wicked. They got judged on this side, and most likely the Most High going to judge them after that. You know.
Verse 4, it says, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not all his thought.
No, not. So the Most High is not in the thoughts of Esau, these elites. They trying to offset prophecy.
Yep.
They want to be like the Most High. How? They want to number all the people on the planet. When the Lord said don't do that. They want to plant everybody with a tracking device. The mark of the beast.
To play God on the left-hand side.
Playing God. They going out of outer space, putting satellites out, trying to do interstellar travel and all that, man.
They can't even pass a certain level of the atmosphere to go like fully out of space.
Nah, they can't, man. They can't. And then the lead, they need a ship with all lead, and the lift that the lead is heavy metal. You know, you ever go to the dentist and they do the X-ray and they put that lead jacket on over you. It's kind of heavy and that's thin. That joint is thin and you can feel the weight. Now imagine a ship like that. All the interior, the exterior, all of that. Lifting that thing up, do that. And then get it back. Don't go there, you gotta get it back.
Verse 6, he has said it in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
Yeah, he says he's not gonna be removed, especially with this country he has, this corporation. He says he's not gonna be moved, not overthrown or thrown out of power.
It's like I mentioned, I'll skip that. Verse 5, his ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above, out of sight.
They're grievous and their judgments are out of sight, man. This stuff is wicked and it's tiresome, man. His ways. His legal system.
As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He boasts.
Yeah, he boasts. All right? He boasts about them, that eagle, man. That prey upon the weaker. You know, that eagle, man. He exalted himself as that eagle. Symbolically a phoenix bird. You know, it consumed it lived 500 years, consumed itself in the fire and then rose from the ashes again. Yeah. That's whole Esau's ideology, right? That they will rebuild always if they ever.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah.
It says, I'm gonna bring out just a precept, 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse start at 62. He hath made everything and searcheth out all the hidden things in the secret places of the earth. He knoweth your sin and what ye think in your hearts when ye sin and seek to hide your sin.
Yeah, the Lord sees everything. Yahweh Shai sees everything. Esau, man, had hidden in places with secret meetings under ice caps. All regions of the world meeting in secret just in case if he's bugged. The Lord sees through all of that. You can't hide from the Yahweh Shai. And he gives the wisdom to his men to expose your ass. You got it.
It's Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai are upon the sinful kingdom.
The eyes, those are the angels and the prophets. The sinful kingdom is America. Who rules the sinful kingdom? The so-called white man. The sinful kingdom is America. There's no place more wicked than America.
That's right.
Name a place more wicked than this place.
It's says, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
How would
Saving-
this country be destroyed off the face of the earth? What devices would do that? What would do that? The Lord and the angels, when they come with those ships, the Lord's spirit that's going to be on them intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's going to the army. That's how you going to raise that army of missiles up. His spirit going to be on them.
It says,
Got it?
and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob.
Well, where y'all gonna be? Where y'all gonna be when all this happens? Lord willing, we the elect. We're gonna be delivered. All right? But the elect will be delivered. He's not gonna utterly destroy it. So the Lord is dealing with a small number. Quality, not quantity. Because small number is valuable. Like gold is a metal that's not abundance like the other metals. You know what I mean? Like iron ore, like platinum and palladium and all that. Gold is fewer. That's why it's more precious. Precious metal. Got it?
All right, yeah. I'm going to continue on. It says, verse 64, therefore hath the Lord diligently searched out all your works, and he prepared for all of you an evil judgment.
An evil judgment. Bad times. A judgment, man. It's gonna be this judgment that's gonna take place. It's gonna be horrific, man. Because a lot of the water gonna be a lot of this ocean water gonna dry up. That's how the land gonna be increased. That's how the ocean floor gonna be cleansed, man. The nuclear weapons are gonna cleanse the ocean floor. It's gonna be earthquakes. The earth gonna roll to and fro, so tsunamis. The land, the volcano, that lava coming up gonna purify the land, create new lands. All right? All that dust that they even starting to drill in the ice regions, man, of the planet. So the Lord gonna cleanse all this, the air. So the earth gonna get that blue aura like it had once. It's gonna get that full strength back.
Says,
And earth gonna get, the axis is gonna change. So time is gonna slow up.
That's why it says in Isaiah 24, it shall be, you mind if I grab it?
The
Isaiah
earth shall roll to and fro like a
Yeah,
junket.
like a junket,
All right.
right.
When you get a chance, get it.
It shall be, what did it say? Remove like a cottage.
Yeah. Yeah, so but that's gonna shake up the earth and it's gonna cleanse the world, man.
The fire is going to act as a cleansing agent.
That's right.
Because the first death was by way of the deluge, the flood, during the time of Noah.
Yeah.
But this time, as it reads here, this is 2 Peter 3 and 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts.
Gonna have scoffers talking shit and laughing and joking at the men of the Lord and the Lord's word and the Most High. All right, talking shit. And that's for their judgment.
Scripture says, every idle word men shall speak, they shall
Don't
account
give
thereof.
account of it, man.
Right.
So you gotta watch it. You gotta pray for your thoughts and watch your mouth. You know what I mean?
That's these people, they're so proud, they think that their shit doesn't stink, so, they look at the men of the Lord like, we're just coming out here with our own words. No, these are the words, Yahweh Shai, just pick this pen, to what? Give out that,
Because we don't got a $10,000 suit on, what we're saying is not of no importance. So I have to wear some shit to get your attention. I gotta dress like a gentleman to get your attention. Okay.
That frolic symbol, the tie, frolic symbol.
Yeah.
So the tie. The 2 Peter 3 and 4. It says, and saying, where is the promise of his coming?
Yeah, they saying, where's the Lord at? Y'all been saying that for years. Y'all still out here? Y'all used to be on 34th. Y'all still out here, huh? Yeah. The vision is for an appointed time. Not your time, the Most High's time. It's a set timer the Lord has. You know?
It says, no man knows the day or hour, only the Holy Father.
Yeah. You know? It's unexpected. You gotta stay in your watch.
2 Peter 3 and 4.
Does a thief let you know when he about to do a robbery or whatever? Yo, I'm gonna try to stick you up. I'm gonna rob you this day or that day.
Yeah, continue.
2 Peter 3 and 4 says, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they willingly are ignorant of.
You can read it again, I'm sorry.
2 Peter 3 and 4. And saying, where is the promise of his coming?
Yeah, they're saying, where the promise of his coming? You got people talking shit. Well, when it's gonna happen? Where you gonna be at? Where you gonna be at? Obviously, I'm warning your ass in fear, stupid. You know what I mean? Not you. I'm talking like to the people, like when the scoffers that say something. Like yo, when you know what I mean? They say some slick shit. Where you gonna be at when all this gonna take place? Lord willing, protected by the Lord. I say, Lord will. Lord will, I continue in the things I learned. Lord willing, I'm protected. Either way, I gotta do this work. You know what I mean? And they did say, yo, they've been saying that since my grandmother was a child. Her mother said that. Her father said this. Yeah, but our time is different from the Most High's time.
2 Peter 3 and 4. And saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue.
The prophets, the men are old. The generations are past. All things continue from then to now.
It says, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
From the beginning of the creation. And going into the garden. And to the trees, and to the time of the Adamites on down.
Verse 5. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old.
You see, they're ignorant. The word of the heavens are old, God.
And the earth standing out of the water.
Out of the water and in the water. That's that flood, all right?
I know. And in the water, whereby the world that then was, he overflowed with water.
That word overflow with water, that's the first death. That was a great flood. That's what caused the Pangea to be broken up, and that's how you have these continents now. It was heavy pressurized water coming from the heavens and from the ground. And anybody know pressurized water is strong. It cuts things in half. It crushes things. Strong, focused water, it crushed things. So that pressurized water that the Most High caused, it caused that Pangea, that land mass, to cause these continents. That's why you see the continents are like puzzle pieces. What caused those puzzle pieces with these continents? The flood.
My brother brought out water under intense pressure, titanium.
Yeah, because a lot of them use that to clean these fuel tanks. Now, I knew some old people back when I was a teenager. They was older people. They was old back then. They would go in different states and regions cleaning out. Their job was to clean fuel tanks and shit like that. And they said they used pressurized water. They done told me stories of motherfuckers not paying attention, losing limbs. That you can lose your head. It's dangerous. So imagine this on a global scale, man. It broke up the land.
So 2 Peter 2:6, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished.
Overflow with water, perish. That old world, man. The world got a new look.
The only ones that were saved were Noah, his sons.
Yup, and their wives.
Think we was in that?
Huh?
Think we was in that?
We might have been, but like back then, a lot of the elect, we could say that a lot of the elect wasn't even, a lot of the elect probably was in the spirit world and died off.
Yep.
So knowing his family was probably the last elect left.
Yeah, because the scriptures say that that flood was made for the wicked.
Yeah.
So the elect wasn't in that. You know?
They would knowing his families was the last of the elect that was left.
Yep. The sons of God coming down that family line.
Yeah.
Because Methuselah died like right before the flood happened.
Yep.
And he was the oldest man to live. Young generation.
Right after, because we was doing the calculations or whatever.
Yeah.
We was like, the Lord brought him up out of there right before then.
Yep.
And Methuselah was righteous.
You know what that scripture at? That the flood was made for the wicked?
Methuselah lived damn near a full day. A day is 1,000 years. The day of the Lord, the day of the Most High, the day to Him, is 1,000 of our years. So Methuselah almost lived a full day. He lived 900 and some change. Almost made a full day. The Lord got him up out of there.
Genesis 6:5. And Yahweh, the Hashem Yahushai, saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth.
The Lord saw that wickedness was great in the earth. You had a lot of wickedness going on, like today.
Was he in captivity though? Like he was living a whole 1,000 years. Like,
He lived a long, because of the back then men lived longer than now.
was it hard like this?
Hell no.
Nah, but the wickedness though that was going on.
The wickedness started increasing.
The earth had a better strength then.
Yeah.
Men were living longer. You know?
They have to change their
They have full strength.
Yeah.
Men have full strength. You got it.
Like I said, real quick, just to back up. It's a lot, but I want to get to the point. All right, I'm going to start at, this is Sirach 40 in verse 5. I'm going to start at 5. The point is in 10. It says, wrath and envy, trouble and unquietness, fear of death and anger and strife, and in the time of rest upon his bed, his night sleep do change his knowledge. A little or nothing is his rest, and afterward he is in sleep. As in the day of keeping watch, trouble in the vision of his heart, as if it were escaped out of a battle. When all is safe, he awaketh, and marveleth that the fear was nothing. Such things happen upon all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and scourge. Is the point. These things are created for the wicked.
Yeah, they were created for the wicked. Famine, pestilence, and all these things, they're for the wicked.
It says, and for their sakes came the flood.
And for their sakes came the flood. Their
See how
sakes.
wickedness came deep on the earth.
Yeah.
So that's why the Lord brought the flood. The elect was about here. They was back in the spirit world.
Yep.
Noah was the only one with his family that was preserved.
And the Lord give you a chance. And the Lord know the wicked ain't gonna change, but they don't have no excuse to be like, yo, we wasn't warned.
Yeah. Because
look at the spirit that was put on Noah. And you know his sons was out there working with him. Because you was obedient to your father back then. And because if they wasn't, they wouldn't have been delivered.
Yeah.
So look to Noah prophesying and building an ark. And building that ark. You would call him a structural engineer right now. building that ark, it was different wood, different metals put into that.
Yeah.
It's that thing, and it crafted.
That was a great work.
Took a lot of architecture.
So he wasn't out there partying. He was prophesying, doing the work, resting.
Yeah.
Prophesying, doing the work, prophesying, doing that work, building that. So he had that job of building an ark and prophesying, dealing with these scoffers. Oh, yo, you know they was talking shit. Yo, they like talking shit. When that flood gonna happen, Noah?
Yeah.
Yo, man, you did that 5 years. About 5 years ago. You still building? I don't see the flood. Where the flood at? We ready to start swimming, Noah? They niggas talking all kinds of shit. Like they doing now. You crazy. You crazy. This place gonna flood? You building that? You might as well make that into something and have fun. What you doing? You know what I mean? This is your whole life is building this thing, talking shit. And then what? Then when that water started coming down, they seen playtime was done.
Yeah, and they said Noah didn't have his son until 500 years old. So, you know what I mean? And Ben was doing a lot of things in them times, you know?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna continue on with 2 16 verse 65. It says, and when your sins are brought forth, ye shall be ashamed before men, and it shall be righteousness that shall stand and accuse you in that day.
Say that again?
Verse 65, 2 Ezra 16, 65. And when your sins are brought forth, ye shall be ashamed before men.
Yep.
And it shall be righteousness that shall stand and accuse you in that day.
That's right. Righteousness is going to stand and accuse you in that day. All right? When the Lord returns, man, the Lord going to be on them chariots watching down on all the wicked that's going to be burning here in America in them different lands, man. All right? So we're staying our watch. We're not fleeing. We got, because destruction going to happen. The earth is going to roll to and fro. Escape one destruction. You think you're escaping a nuclear missile going on a different land and then you die from a tsunami.
Good.
Because you think you're being slick by leaving the hot zone, America. But you didn't know that when the world rolled to and fro, that a tsunami gonna wipe that place out. All volcanoes gonna come out this place, out of that place, man. There's no, you cannot outrun the Lord. You can't outrun judgment. They show you that in the movie Final Destination, man. You know what I mean?
Amos 5 and 16. Therefore, the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, the Lord saith thus, wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all the highways, alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandmen to mourning, and such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing.
There's gonna be bad times, man.
God.
Starvation, pestilence. People dying of certain plagues, like that's gonna be worse than the Black Death, worse than AIDS, man. Person get that common, they think they got a common flu, and then they die the next 3 days or the next 2. You know what I mean? It's gonna be people laid out like dung in the streets.
Especially after they took that rock juice.
Yep.
That, you know, VAX.
Yeah, man, they going once they take that. You know, you done took the beware of Greeks bearing gifts. That Trojan horse, yo. They presented it as a gift. You know, which that was a story. You know what I mean? That was a story. It was Greek mythology, but we like to use the points in it. You know, beware Greeks bearing gifts, man. All right.
Everybody doing this and shit. Everybody going down the stores and shit, like making this shit, right? I just sit there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I would if that's what I'm supposed to
Nah, but we gotta use wisdom because like now you get caught up in that thing where everybody, let's say the majority are always wrong. So by the time we're doing that, it's way too fucking late. You know what I mean? It's way too late. You know? But
like I said,
it's all a part of the Lord. You know what I mean?
this is Isaiah 65 and verse 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
Yeah, the service of the Lord is going to eat. So you're a man of the Lord. The Lord going to help you. And you got men of the Lord that are prophets. You got men of the Lord that are help. Then you got men of the Lord that's going to wake up in the last minute. So if you want to elect, you're going to be good, and the Lord going to keep you sustained.
Yeah, so you really don't got to worry about that. You don't
Yeah.
I mean?
You ever think about it, you be like, damn, how the hell I got through this year?
Yeah, exactly.
Off the funds I had.
Yeah.
How I made it through the week. This is crazy. How this little $20 stretch like that? How the hell I made it? You know what I mean? Y'all remember? That happened no bread. And I'm like, oh shit, I got $1.50, but it got $1 pizza. Y'all got $1 pizza and drunk bad water, yo. Yeah. You know what I mean? Motherfucking tomato sandwich. Tomato sandwiches. Yo, look, man, the Lord have us being creative and doing what we gotta do, yo.
That's why it's important to stay in the truth, because the Lord is going to have a network of protection, you know, through his prophets, through the helps. You're going to be surprised who's going to come through and look out for us in them days. You know what I mean? Or the Lord just could do it like this. Either way. That's why right now it's always best to use wisdom. You know, you get a job, you sustain yourself, and if that's really a worry on you, you know, always, you know, get some food for a month, 2 months. Not saying be a hoarder, like, oh, we trying to survive doomsday. It's just being wisdom.
Like I was thirsty just now,
Yeah,
right?
it's using
I
wisdom.
told a brother, I know I'm gonna get a little dehydrated before we was filming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You came through with the waters. The
That's
Lord
a blessing.
had you come through with
Exactly.
the
That's
waters.
the spirit. Yeah.
You might think you did it, but the Lord had you do it. It's a blessing on you,
Yeah.
and the little Lord had you do that.
Yeah.
Because you probably sacrificed your time where you could have did something else. You might have could have made some money, but now the Lord gonna bless you even better than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because of that.
So don't even worry about that. It said,
You
I'm
know
reading
what I
it
mean?
again.
And they cold.
Yep. Are they cold too?
Yeah.
You know the scripture say about him that give, you know that scripture. If you give a prophet a cold water, you're gonna receive the same proper reward. Yeah, get that scripture from me, brother. Nah, but get that first one, so you never heard it. Yeah, get it for him. So that'll boost your faith. You know what I mean? Scripture says if you give a prophet a cold water, you're gonna receive a proper reward. So you're gonna get the same gift that the prophet got. You know what I mean?
I got it.
You got it?
Matthew 10 and 42.
Listen, brother.
And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water.
You get a cup of cold water. It's in the form of a bottle, but it's the same thing. Go ahead.
Only in the name of a disciple, verily, I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward.
He shall in no lies lose his reward. That's it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Is
you
that-
might
no, I don't wanna
have
say that he's gonna receive the same
thought,
reward.
yeah, like you might have thought it was little, but it was major to us, and it
Yeah.
was major to Yahweh Shemel Shah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's a beautiful thing. So I'm gonna finish this and then you get that. It says, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. The servants is the men of the Lord, the helps, the body. The ones that's gonna be thirsty and hungry is these people.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be us in the last days. You're gonna be alright.
You know, the Lord
Lord
will
willing.
test you a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the Jacob's trouble, like with the our temptation,
Yep.
when the world gonna have all hope gonna be lost for them. But this gonna all these scriptures in this rehearsal gonna click back, Lord willing. You're gonna be like, yo,
Yep.
it's gonna boost your confidence. Like, yo, this is it.
Yep.
To know, like, I just gotta get through this. And Lord willing.
Yep. It says, behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Yeah, all the wicked of our people in these other nations, but they're gonna be ashamed because a lot of people got sold out
Yep.
for money, women. They knew the truth and they omitted it, or they knew the truth and they didn't do nothing. They didn't study. They didn't come out to listen. They could have been helping. They could have posted brother's video up. They could have told other people about the men of the Lord. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And that thing could have been something major, and they didn't do it. And so they're gonna be ashamed. You know? And then in the kingdom, it's gonna be a little shame for a little while.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But then that's gonna pass by.
Yep.
2 Ezra 2:26. As for the servants whom I've given thee, there shall not one of them perish.
That's right. None of them gonna perish. The men of the Lord, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. You fortified, man. You protected. The righteous runneth into it. The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures gonna be in us. It's spiritual. The Lord's Spirit is on it, and it's gonna protect us.
It says, for I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh,
Not weary,
others-
not tired of doing this work. Not tired of depending on the Lord. To where you like Patrick Swayze in that movie. What's that shit again? No.
Patrick Swayze.
That shit. What was he talking when the Russians came and took over? I'll find the name of the movie.
Tell me who Patrick Swayze is.
That nigga from Ghost.
Okay, the Russians came?
The Row House. Red Dawn.
Oh, Red Dawn.
The original. I saw the original and the newer one, but at the end he was like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm tired. His brother, something happened to his brother or the friends or whatever. At the end of the movie, he's like, yo, I'm tired. He's tired of fighting. He's weary. Basically, I give up. I'm tired.
Yep.
We're not weary of this.
It says, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh,
So when a day of trouble and heaviness coming, that's the case. Take a trouble.
Yeah.
Look what it's going to say.
others shall weep and be sorrowful.
Going back to Isaiah 65, the others going to weep and be sorrowful, but what we going to be?
But thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
So in the last days, others going to weep and be sorrowful, but we going to be merry and have abundance.
Yeah.
The abundance start with the truth.
Yep.
You know that? And it's going to transfer on the physical. So it's going to be crazy out here, man. Because you know what really backs that scripture to prove that? Isaiah 4:1. To take away the woman's reproach. How else we going to take away the reproach if we ain't got nothing for them? You know what I mean? We got to have some spiritual protection. It's going to be, the Lord going to make sure we good.
Yeah.
You know?
And if the Lord deals with this,
Yep.
some of the elect is not going to have spiritual power, but
Yep.
are going to be protected
Protected,
by
yep.
the men that do have it and
Yep.
the angels.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, and the Lord gonna give you the spirit. If you're gonna be a martyr, the Lord gonna give you that. He's gonna give you that, like, yo, fuck it, take my head.
Yeah.
So, like, yo, you might have a little fear, but the Lord gonna because the Lord deal with all of that.
Yeah.
The Lord gonna have it with, you know, because even your house was like, could you take the cup from you?
Yeah.
So, like, yo, the Lord gonna. But it was a spirit on the Lord to do his mission. The Lord gonna give you that spirit. You know what I mean? So you're a man of the Lord. You don't got nothing to worry about that.
I got something real quick.
But just we pray that we men of the Lord.
Yeah, just pray you men of the Lord and keep staying in this thing.
That's right.
I got something. This is a lot, Uncle. You said we're gonna be a little fearful at the same time. You know, the Lord gonna give us that spirit of just
And we
don't do it.
we believe in the scriptures, and we already know whenever you the phones don't click like they used to. Technology is different.
Right.
But once you researching and studying and you studying this truth and all that, automatically being watched.
Mm-hmm.
The phones don't do that thing no more, but my shit, before the technology, my shit used to have that clicking and all of that. You know what I'm saying? My joint used to have that clicking. It's different now, technology got better. Trust me, they got your shit bugged up in your crib, all that, they watching you on that perverted shit. That's what Esau's doing.
Yeah.
One day I was in my room, right? I saw a fucking helicopter just post right there by my fucking window.
Yeah, it's real.
Motherfuckers listening.
You know what I mean? Which, yeah, start with our apostles, yo. All we do is read the Bible. This is our weapon. This is our weapon. We don't got no high tech. Well, we do. We got spiritual weapons. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai in the scriptures. Because they're the ones that's going, the Lord's Spirit going to be on them nukes to vaporize this fucking, this continent.
Yep.
You know what I mean? All these 50 states.
Yep. Like I said, this is Revelation 11 and verse 13. In that same hour was there a great earthquake.
Yep.
And the 10th part of the city fell.
The 10th part. Americans deal with 10 FEMA regions. Mm-hmm. So basically, there's a hole. You know what I mean? The hole.
Yep.
A 10th part meaning a hole. It really is a hole.
Yep. It says, and in the earthquake was slain of men 7,000.
That's a complete number.
Yep.
So all of those, that's not the elect and elite, because the elite not going to be over here.
Nah.
This is a hot zone. They not going to be over here during that time. The elect, most of the elect going to be over here.
It says, and the remnant, that's the elect, were afraid, so they was nervous.
Yeah, because the scarcity shall be saved right there at that instant.
Yep.
Beamed up. Oh, beamed up, seeing the missiles coming.
Yep.
Seeing out there, out of space, you can see the little candles and looking like stars coming down while being beamed up. Being beamed up, all the scars for seeing you and the nations looking like these people are the ones chosen.
Yeah, was the Messiah
Beamed up and then like that, you know what I mean?
And you going up there, you know how height, you know how height, you know what I mean?
A high altitude.
That's hot, you gonna be getting beamed up.
Being beamed up while these choices coming down, but didn't hit yet, right?
And the thought of like, am I gonna make it or not? Is the Lord gonna beat me up?
Yeah.
You see the missiles and you like, yo, Lord, you like now you just on your knees, that's the only thing left to do. That's what the elect was afraid of, but praise the Lord.
And then even in the chariots, like,
Yes.
even with the new bodies, like,
Yep.
cause even the chariots, the sea of glass is the ozone, but you're gonna be able to see through the chariot, the lake of fire. Cause you're gonna be above the earth, Lord willing we the elect, watching, praising Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
Same time.
It says, and the remnant were afraid and gave glory to the power of heaven.
See? So the elect gonna be beamed up in the main ship.
Yep. You got something? You got something?
Or the ship's gonna join with the main ship. However the Lord have it. However the Lord have it, yo.
Like bring those ships and then bring them to the main ship. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Revelation 15 and 2. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire.
That sea of glass is the ozone layer. That sea of glass is the ozone layer. If you look at imagery, at satellite imagery of the Earth and the ozone, it looks like a sea of glass. Look at that jumper, Felix Borgoma or whatever. He did that jump. He did that jump from the top of the ozone layer to where it's still gravity. He did that high altitude jump. He was just at the tip of outer space and did that jump. But when you look at it before you jump out, it looks like a sea of glass. That's the ozone layer, and that mingle of fire, that's the aerial view of this continent, that lake of fire.
And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with
fire.
and them that had gotten the victory over the beast.
And then how you get victory over the beast? The beast is the, all right, the beast the first beast of Roman Empire. This is a revival of the beast. NATO, the EU, and America, the harlot that sits on the beast. So what it said? That got victory. How you get victory over the beast? Not worshiping the image, the ideology, and getting that RFID microchip. Not selling out. Because if you sold out, but you didn't get the mark, but you still was with the image, you was joined with it, but it's mainly the RFID microchip. Because you're going to have a lot of people that's going to bitch up and get implanted with that chip. And save their life, so-called save themselves.
Yeah, because the mark consists of your livelihood. The same way the prelude, just think about the prelude. The prelude was the jab. All right? When he shut the world down and you couldn't survive, you can't get a job, what niggas did? They kidded. And they went and got the jump shot. They didn't have no faith. You know? And it's the same thing that's going to apply when that charisma comes, which is the mark, hence the mark of the beast.
Because when they do that financial collapse,
Yep.
yo, pennies on the dollar, you can salvage or start a reset. Start a new life, get that chip. You're not going to be able to function
Without it.
not be able to work or live nowhere without that chip in your hand or your head or wherever they put in your body.
Yep.
All right, then it's going to be a point where, yo, you don't get this chip, you're a terrorist.
Yep. Yep.
Prove yourself.
Yep.
You're gonna come with that red list, yellow list, blue list.
You don't get that. And a lot of people going to sell out their family members.
Yep.
You know, they're going to bitch up.
That's why it's called the hour of temptation.
Yeah. Our temptation.
Power of our
Temptation.
faith.
Yep, go ahead. Start.
Sometimes people don't want to hear what they don't want to hear.
That's what it is. You know what I mean? You see where his head at.
You know what I mean?
And the hour of temptation
Like
is the hour of
you
testing.
can run, you can walk, you can run, you can walk, but what the hell said? He said what he said, but eventually the shit comes to you.
Right. Yeah, eventually.
Yo, you can try to cover your ears or whatever. That ain't gonna stop it.
Yeah, I know, but I heard that. I'm like, what you mean? Where's that at? Can you prove that? Can you back that up? You know? It's all in the scriptures.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
Revelation chapter 3,
Speak up.
in verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Word of the Lord's patience, doing this work, doing the work what we was commanded to do. He gonna keep us from the hour of temptation. The temptation is joining the image of this beast and being a part of his system and getting his charagma. So you rehearsing and the Lord prepping us right now, like it's repetitive. We keep saying the same thing over and over again. You know, we like a broken record, but yo, look, this is the Lord building this up. So when the time comes, we can remember all the lessons, all the times we went in the scripture, all the times we thought about it, and we built up to know, all right, this is game time now. You know?
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
All the world, you're going to be tested. Try it. The Lord going to test you. The Lord going to test you. Just like everybody been tested in the world. Your boys, your family, you even tested them, all right. You know what I mean? You didn't roll with a coward, or you know this person's a coward, so you know this person wasn't built for certain situations when you're around. So you already know, all right, this dude, he gonna run on me or whatever. He gonna leave you for dead. This dude or whatever is you know. So the Lord gonna test. The Lord gonna test us. We gotta show and prove. All right, we've been preaching this, we've been doing this, and now we're being tested. That's why we say Lord willing, because we could, if it's up to us, hell, we'd be like, yo, hell yeah, we ain't getting a chip. But ultimately, we got enough sense to know it ain't us. The Lord gotta give us that spirit.
And then that's why the scripture says in Malachi chapter 4, verse 1, it says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
All the proud, these people, the so-called white man starting down with these lesser people, they're real proud, yo. They're real proud. Esau, these other nations, and then the women, period. The women are, these women are really proud, yo. Every woman is proud. Because you got the women that's burning, meaning ugly as fuck. They proud because you got, shorty, you got niggas just boosting them up, gassing them up. You know what I mean? You got, so they get hollered at like crazy. You know what I mean?
And currency is attention. So if everybody giving their attention, that's their money.
Like it used to be a time where late at night when then nobody's outside in wintertime or whatever, that'll be a quick smash. You might holler at somebody, holler at an ugly ass chick or whatever, hoping nobody see that shit or whatever. But now you got dudes in broad day holler at that shit like, yo.
They say pussy's pussy. That's what they say.
Yeah. So they proud, yo. They'll look at you like yo, you looking, and you might not even try to holler. It might be a reflex. You might have just been walking, and you just turn, and you just go for reflex look, and they just give that look like.
I had a woman today, and she was so proud. I get them like, like the dollar veins. Like Brooklyn got the veins, like the $2 cabs.
Yeah.
So I jump in it. I'm in the back. I'm on the phone with a brother. She's on the other side, but it's a small van. She get from the back and go to the front as if that was gonna change anything. But the reason she did it is I'm on the back talking to her brother.
Yeah.
But you went to the front. I'm thinking she about to leave, but she sat in the front like as if she was frustrated.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, bitch.
Yeah.
This is you proud for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not even paying you no mind. You see me having a good conversation and you upset. You know?
They don't like to see no one that happy. That's the problem.
Yeah, when we say that, it's something it's something about a man, which is a Jake man having a good day that pissed them off. You know? Yeah. They hate when Jake in their glory. They hate when Jake is confident. When Jake not dependent on them. They hate that.
Or another female giving them play, right? That look better than them, and then they'll do some cock blocking shit, yo.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
That's why these women like them low life thug type niggas, because in their mind they superior to them and they gotta stoop themselves down. Now brothers that got some type of that's not with the bullshit that they with. They ain't trying to deal with us.
So those men don't expect those bitch ass niggas don't expect too much from when it's coming to a woman who have low self-esteem. But when a man knows his standards and he knows what he's looking for, that's the thing. This woman essentially think that they can't get on that level with that type of guy, so they know that guy gonna come with a lot of type of requirements.
Exactly, and they're not trying to deal with that.
Exactly. So they gotta attract somebody that's like them. They said two birds of a feather flock together.
Yep.
That's why the scripture said that a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got more on that?
Shit, snap. He gonna get caught up.
I was going to finish. So, Malachi chapter 4, verse 1, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the
days come that shall burn as an oven. That's an ancient world oven. It cooked things instantly.
The burning,
it was quick.
That cow, the burning cow, when they put in the stomach to burn.
Yeah.
That's the torture that they have.
So now it's like this oven gonna be that thermonuclear destruction. Because America will be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. It's gonna happen. I don't care what your politicians say, what your celebrities say, what your military say. It's gonna happen.
And all that do wickedly.
We don't care about your degrees and your status or your money. That don't negate from the fact that America gonna be nuked.
And all that do wickedly shall be stumbled, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Yeah, ain't gonna be nothing left here. You're not gonna know. You're not gonna know where New Jersey was, what Idaho was, North South Dakota was. It's gonna be one desert, man. A large desert, You're gonna know the city lines or the shape of the states. It's gonna have to be reconfigured.
I got something earlier we were talking about. is Revelation 2 and verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
How you gonna know also? You ain't gonna know? Because a lot of the water gonna be dried up, so new land. Fear none of the things that thou shalt suffer. We already know that the faggot ass white man, these elites, they gonna move with torture mechanisms or whatever to torture the men of the Lord.
Fear tactic.
Yep. It says,
Oh
behold,
shit, I said faggot ass cracker, and then there was a faggot ass dick over there. And I heard him say something. You probably heard, you know, faggot, you know, and it excited him.
it says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
The deceiver shall cast some of you in prison. It's not talking about no regular prison. Let's talk about a concentration torture camp. You know, for people that's against the NWO, that's against the establishment.
Yep.
Those are the ones that are a threat to national security. And the men of the Lord are a threat to national security.
That's why they got their Southern Poverty Law Center, where they pretty much trying to track down all the religious groups and where they do their meetings and summits and their religious,
So we're on the top list of, if anybody they looking for so-called terrorists in this land or whatever, nah, we the high priority targets on the low.
Yeah, well, that's what, like the Apostle Paul always say, spies in every camp.
Yes, of course, yep. And the thing is, it's going to be like that. And they have operatives everywhere. They have operatives, man, that are trained to look like civilians. It is it ain't our job to seek that out.
Yeah.
Our job is to do the work. We let the Lord sort all of that.
Yeah, whoever, bro.
So brothers, don't be looking around because you're not going to find them.
Yeah.
Unless the Lord give you a spirit to read spirits, you're not going to find them. Just do the work. That they're going to be revealed, and their ass is going to be judged.
Yeah, man. Whoever the cat is in opposition is, I feel bad for you.
Yeah, because you the Lord put you in a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
You got caught in a losing battle, fucked up situation.
Yeah.
See, at least
Because you didn't know.
Yeah.
See, at least when Judas did, at least when he sold out the Lord, and he knew the silver wasn't worth it. That's why
Because
he tried
if
to return it.
those agents do that, if it's real high level NSA agents like that, they're scared to get killed by Esau. Because they can't back out of that because Esau gonna hit them.
But at the same time, they in it, and they know they starting to believe that this shit actually true. You know what I mean? So it's like they might as well fucked up.
So they scared. You might as well take the sniper shot and get disappeared and buried in the desert than to go out in nuclear destruction.
Right.
So make a choice. Jigsaw, what he said, I never killed anybody. I gave him a choice.
Yep.
He got it.
It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days.
Yeah, 10 days, certain amount of days. The devil gonna cast some of us into prison. He gonna cast some of us into prison.
The Lord said, be thou faithful unto death.
Be thou faithful unto death. So we gotta be faithful unto death, man. Head is in the guillotine. You might be boiled alive. Yo, Esau, man, he's sick.
The Lord got you, man. The Lord gonna see your faith, like, yo, fuck it.
We know how you get down. We watch Saw. We watch the Hostile movies. We know how you get down. He's sick.
It says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of
Be
life.
faithful unto death. He's gonna give us a crown of life.
That's the reward. That's the reward, man. That's the
You
reward.
get to get your get back on them torture.
Yeah. You're gonna get it all back. You're gonna be the Lord.
You get to show them, yo, look what you
I
did.
got
Look
something.
what you did to me in this room. You threw me in the oven alive, yo. Look at show them video, though. What should I do? Now, how would you do? You tell them, what should I do in this situation? Tell them bygones need bygones.
I'm gonna be hellraiser. Get those pins.
Let the games begin.
Yeah.
I got something.
You got it.
This is Ecclesiasticus 41:3.
I got it. I'm looking
It
at it.
says, fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee.
Fear
and
not the
that-
sentence of death, because we have men in the Lord that died before us.
That's right. You know, the
Yeah.
That was an example of the scripture said. Faith that the mother of his sons, she showed.
Yeah.
She pretty much told that king,
They got the precepts.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
The Lord have,
what you do,
the Lord,
bro.
yeah.
You know?
The Lord always have warriors amongst our people and stand-up men. Like I was watching that series, Those About to Die. That was a Flavian Dynasty time, right? With Titus Domitian and Vespasian. Yo, a lot of Israelite gladiators was trying to kill Domitian on sight. Yo, they got it was assassination attempt. Well, niggas try to roll up on them, like they risking their own life, knowing there's a just to get to him, not give it a fuck what happened to them at that moment. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I was just watching. They really didn't like Domitian, yo.
Suicide mission.
They hated. I think they hated Domitian more than fucking Titus. Believe it or not, Titus was a soldier. He was a nigga that's actually getting his sword bloody.
You talking about
They try to fucking off a couple of times. They try to off that nigga Domitian. And that's just the episodes I've seen. Alright, go ahead.
I'll finish up here. It says, remember them that have been before thee, and that come after, for this is the sentence of the Lord over all flesh.
Yeah, this is the sentence of the Lord of all flesh. So some of us gotta be martyrs, and some of us gotta die for this truth. It's what it is. Lord willing, we just pray we had a spirit to deal with it or whatever, you know? Because it's not the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men, and free will don't exist. If it's up to us, we ain't gonna do it. But it's not up to us; it's up to the Lord.
I got a scripture to back up Revelation 2 and 9. Remember the Lord said He's gonna give you a crown of life, and He's gonna give you a physical crown. So I got it right here. This is 2 Esdras 2:42. I, Esdras, saw upon Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praise the Lord with songs.
That's the elect.
It says, in the midst of them, Slacky, let me slow down. And in the midst of them, there was a young man of high stature.
A young man of higher stature than all of them, and a glow above their glow.
Yep. It says taller than all the rest.
Taller than all of us, because we're gonna have them angelic bodies. We're gonna have them spiritual power, but in the flesh, right?
Yep. And Yahweh Shah gonna be taller than us all.
Taller than
But
us all with a brighter glow.
Yep. So it says taller than all the rest, and it said it was a young man. So the Lord is in his prime right now. You know what I mean? He not old, you know what I mean? He look like a young man in his full energy,
Yep.
and that angelic body. It says taller than all the rest, and upon the head of every one of them he placed a crown.
Coronated, place a crown on the legs. That's the highest achievement or
Yep.
highest governing body or election could obtain, like the statue or rank
Yep.
of being of that having that.
You a made man after that.
You're made man and a celebrity through the multiverse or whatever. Everybody, the Lord acknowledge you, the Most High acknowledge you, the angels, and we know that the rest of the Israelites and the world population. It's gonna be a major thing when you're born. When you keep coming back or whatever, it's gonna be a major thing.
You know, like in this society, like it'd be like a Harvard graduation, and everybody going, they cheering for them, and they get their ribbon and whatever, they get the hat, they put it. Imagine that from the Lord though. 144,000. You know how that ceremony gonna be? And the Lord might say certain details for every brother. Oh, this because you did this and this, crown, you know what I mean? Big speech, brothers is clapping. Call me Ashala. It's gonna be heavy, man.
You was looked at as nothing in the world for and you still stood tall.
Yep. And Yahweh Shah crowned
Salute.
himself. Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's 144,000 crowns.
Yep. That's 144,000 crowns. It says, and it says, and upon their head, every one of them he placed a crown, and was ever more exalted, which I marveled at greatly.
So this crown is better than the NBA championship.
Yeah.
It's better than the wealth from the Rothschilds.
Yeah.
That crown itself is more than their wealth.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That acknowledgement.
Acknowledgement.
That acknowledgement out trumps everything.
The presence. It says,
Yahweh Shem Yahushua acknowledge you.
yep.
That's all. You got it.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, good.
It says, so I asked the angel and said, sir, what are these?
The prophet asked the angel, who are these men that got the crown from Yahweh? And what he said?
He said, he answered and said unto them, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing.
They put off the mortal clothing this lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they sacrificed everything for this truth.
Yep. And
Family, career, job, the opinions of these mortals.
yep.
Yo,
The true believers.
You don't shape up your hair, you got a beard. Why? Because you're not looking like an effeminate, one of them effeminate dudes out here. You know what I mean? You got the appearance of a man,
Yeah, that's
not a woman.
Yeah, that's a manly badge of honor. A beard. A
Yeah.
man supposed to have a beard. That's in the law.
It's in the law.
Even when you go back to the ancient world in the time of Jerusalem, when the Ammonites shaved off King David said that you can't even come
You
to
can't
Jerusalem.
come back until
He
that
said,
grow back.
He said, tarry at Jericho until your beard grow. That's how serious it is.
It's serious.
But then you got men shaving off their beards, they manly beards for the opinion of a damn woman. You see the madness that's going on in society?
Yeah.
And why you think all hell is breaking loose?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see when shit start getting hot, you know, you start. That's all. That's what I mean.
He got his beard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he got his beard. Show you how much power these women got over men in this society. This shit is disgusting, bro.
Yo, look, man. If the men in the ancient world was here, man, they'd fucking probably murder everything on stage. They get caught and they're like, yo, we can't do it.
Yeah, can't do it.
We can't do it.
He'll start drawing swords immediately.
You woke up, the Lord woke him up.
Yeah.
The Lord woke him up. What the fuck how I get here? This is demonic.
Yep.
This
He said, this is demonic.
man.
Real shit. It says, so I asked the angel and said, sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal.
Put on an immortal, man. Because that's a robe of righteousness, man.
That's also going into them bodies.
Them bodies,
You gonna
yeah.
take these mortal clothing and actually put on an immortal.
Because
Them
this flesh,
on mortal bodies.
this flesh has changed the darkness.
Yep.
You see the videos, I be falling asleep and all that. I be trying to stay up. My body won't let me. My body won't let me, man. And my body won't let me. I be trying to. I just be clunking out. Like, yo, sometimes I be like, yo, I should just stay behind camera. Because, yo, you know, the sluggish demons just jump on me at that time at night. You know what I mean? Oh, we can wrap up too.
All right, so after this,
come.
it says, these be they that put on the mortal clothing, that put off the mortal clothing, Salakia, and put on the immortal.
The immortal, we had a fleshly heart, man.
Yep.
We reprogrammed to not sin anymore.
Yep.
And when you don't sin, that equates to immortality.
Yep.
Because sin is the wages of death. But we're not going to sin no more when we change.
It says, and have confessed the name. That's another thing.
Confess the name.
Yep.
Confess the name, so we're going to know the name. Because if we don't know the name, then how can we get the crown?
Exactly. It says they have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Palms representing the victory.
Yep.
Victory over the beast that we spoke about in Revelation. Over the chip, you know.
Victors.
The victors, you know.
This is a big ass.
And what they say to the victors goes to what?
The spoils.
The spoils. All right?
We're victors, man.
Yep.
Lord willing.
It says, then I asked the angel, who was the young man that crowned them?
So that he asked Salak, I made a mistake in the beginning.
Yeah.
I say Yahweh Shah, but he asked who was the young man that crowned him.
Right. And he answered them, Salakia. Then I asked the angel, who was the young man that crowned them, and giveth them palms in their hands? And he answered and said unto them, He is the Most High Son.
The Most High Son, Yahweh Shai. He is the deliverer.
Yep. Whom they have confessed in the world.
Who they confess in the world. So we didn't promote ourselves, Lord willing, we'd elect. We promoted Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. We promoted Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
It was about Yahweh Shai glory.
Yep, he's
not
the
ours.
one. Tank want to be the one. Yahweh Shai's the one.
Lord gotta give us that ring.
Yeah.
We can't give that stature of being glorified.
Yep. The Lord gonna get his glory, then he gonna give his men the glory. You know? So you gotta wait. It's
Got
a
that,
ranking
Nate?
down.
Got that, Johanna?
Yeah. You skip. Like, who you think you are? You ain't the savior of Israel.
Yeah, who you supposed to be? Play your position.
We get on our knees and bow down to the king.
Not you,
Not me.
nigga.
All right. It's
Not
like
you. We don't bow to Yah.
whom they confessed in the world, then began I to greatly to commend them who stood so firmly for the name of the Lord.
Stood firmly for the name of the Lord. We wasn't ashamed of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That's who the world calls God and Jesus Christ. Those are titles. Their names is Yahweh, He exists. Yahweh Shai, He is deliverer. The deliverer for who? The elect of the nation of Israel, which is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Last verse. It says, Then the angel said unto me, Go and tell my people what manner of things and what great wonders of the Lord thou hast seen.
And it was written down and promoted. So, with that, we like to give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem, Yahweh Shai B'Shem. Double honors to our apostles, our bishops, and honors to all the Akim that push this truth out in sincerity week in and week out. Honors to the help,
Yep.
and the brothers that listen in sincerity week in and week out.